What's good? Welcome back. Welcome back, young lady.
Thank you.
Yes, we have interesting couple of weeks. Oops, excuse me. First of all, welcome to the Root and Rhythm podcast, where we are exploring the roots that ground us and the
rhythms that move us.
There we go.
I know my part.
See, we've been apart for a couple of weeks.
So, full explanation.
Here's what happened.
What happened was, you were supposed to have an episode last week, and then this Tuesday, and that didn't happen because when we recorded last time, apparently we did not spin the knobs. We have knobs to the right positions, and we had no sound. In a nutshell, we had talked for. We didn't do a sound check. We had talked for 2 hours solid, and we had nothing.
I mean, really good, rich content too.
It was really good, and we had even good promos that were fun, and they were fun, and so I basically was depressed for an entire week about it because it just made me very frustrated because that's what I do.
And here comes her sunshine to lift her up, to remind her it's all good, right?
Toxic positivity.
Yeah, yes. No, it is. Oh, you broke your arm? Well, you got another one.
You're fine. Yeah, yeah. And so I basically was like, F this thing, and then I left town for a week. So
she just skipped town. She cursed the machine out, and then she skipped town.
Yeah, and mainly because I was mad at me. But I left that me here. It was great, and I went to New York and had a blast. So it was fine.
Well, let's see here. Since in the last couple of weeks, it was my birthday.
It was your birthday.
Yeah, so I'm mid-50 now. Go, shorty. It's
You're
your
catching
birthday.
up to me. You're catching up.
Slow down. I'm gonna. So 54 finally, and you know what? It was weird because this birthday was a little surreal because I'm like, dang, I am almost 55, which means I am almost.
Hush up.
No, not because we talked about this in a previous episode where sometimes men at the mid-age start to reevaluate legacy.
Are you buying a sports car? I just want to know if you're buying a sports car.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Then we're good.
But I may take a trip to Punta Cana. I don't know.
I
don't know.
Travel is worthy. I feel like that was my midlife crisis. Is I was like, let me divorce this husband and begin traveling. That's what I did for my midlife crisis at 40. It was great.
I think that was like, you were gone like the whole year.
Yeah.
Off and on, right?
I just kept going to places. I had 1 year where I literally was on an airplane every single month of that year.
Good.
It was the funnest year ever.
Good.
So no regrets.
Good. Absolutely. Wow. A lot been going on in the world in the last couple of weeks.
Yes, indeed.
Should we go there?
Mildly.
Mildly. Okay. Because I'll say this. I had a moment last week in my space where I work. And it was like, for me, everybody was going on like it was a normal day. And the day before, this guy's face was all over these churches.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I had a moment. Like as a black man, I was like, this don't make no damn sense. I'm just being real.
No, I've heard this from a lot of my black friends, friends of color in particular, who just were very much like, what? And that's the kindest way I can express that emotion. Yeah. They're what now? And I, as a person who barely even knew who this person was because I don't follow red pill propaganda, if we're gonna call it what it is, I just kind of went, all right. Like, again, like, no one the fact that it was filmed and it was so violent and it was so very gory. That was incredibly, like, my initial thought was his poor children, like that, just because
his wife,
because whether or not they were there to see it, which I think they were present, we don't know if they saw it. They will eventually see it on television or in a documentary or something one day, and that's very much where you felt about JFK's kids when he was shot, where you're just like, Jesus, they're children. Like, that's not a thing. Like, no one wants that. I don't care who you are. You don't want anyone's children to have to endure that.
Now here's the tension I'm balancing. Okay. Because Philando Castro, he had kids.
Yes, he did.
Trayvon Martin didn't have kids, but there are a lot of things that have happened, and all I could think about was Michelle Obama saying, when they go low, we go high. Because I can't posture myself to make fun of someone who's lost their life.
No, I don't.
Like the other side.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah.
Well, do I?
You
I don't think I do. I think I will when they're alive. Though I'll make fun of them all day long.
Oh yeah, yeah. When they're alive,
happy to mock.
Yeah. If they're on this side of life, we are petty. Yes.
I think it's in this particular person's, in this particular circumstance, in the way that a certain segment of our population, when George Floyd was murdered, wanted to bring out every past misdeed he'd ever done, as if to say he deserved to die in such a way because of every little whatever nugget he'd ever done ever in his whole entire existence. Which, by the way, if any of us have to be on that standard, ain't nobody.
Please don't.
Nobody's getting an obituary.
Don't run my record.
Because, like, I don't know a single person who doesn't have a whole list of things they've done wrong in their lifetime. By the time you get to be
our age,
mid-age, like I'm sure there'll be more stuff. There's more stuff coming, because I am a human being. And it's funny that it's like the evangelical religious part of our population that seems to be very much on that when it's a black man. But in the case of this very white man, with, again, a very long list of bad things that he has said and done. We're not supposed to talk about it. We're supposed to pretend like, and I hate that. I hate that just coming from that Baptist tradition of, because I was raised Southern Baptist. Coming from the minute someone dies, all their bad crap is washed away. Like, and it's like, I hated that when I was a child, because I'm like, you just talked about him like yesterday, and now he's dead, and it's, well, bless his heart. Really? Like, I hate that hypocrisy of we put a glaze on mourning, and it's weird to me because, you know, I've also been to funerals that were very realistic. A dear friend of mine passed a couple years ago, and people had fun and enjoyed talking about the profane aspects of her personality as much as the saintly ones. Right. Because we are people, we're a whole package of all of it.
And several things can be true at one time.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Like, that was the thing, is like, what's, you know, is that weird dialectic of like, it really is okay to say, this was not a good person, I'm not going to miss him, but I certainly would not wish this on him.
Right.
Ever.
Right.
Like,
there are a lot of people that are gone that I won't miss.
I got a list of that too.
And honestly, when they left, it was clear to me that they had some flaws. Now, I made some decisions about where to say those flaws, just because if it's not going to serve a purpose. But what I will not do, if it doesn't help. What I will not do is just glaze over and say, oh, they were a great saintly person.
I don't want people to do that for me.
Oh, God, no.
Like, I genuinely kind of hope, not that one thinks a great deal of time about their obituary, but I kind of...
Is it strange that I have?
Oh, I thought my friend and I have an agreement to write each other's in advance, well in advance, so we can approve it and edit. We like grammar. So we'll be editing.
English, yeah.
Yeah. So, what was I going with that? Oh, so I just wouldn't want, like, if you got up on, like, at some memorial service or whatever, because they're putting me into a tree, I have a whole plan for that. They have a plan for everything. I'm going to be a tree thing, and it's going to grow, and people can come talk to my tree. It's going to be great. I have a whole thing. But when they're doing a little service for me, I really hope no one gets up there and be like, oh, she was always so whatever. Like, feel free to go, like, she had very bad temper. She pointed it at people really well. She also was very moody. Like, I feel like, because it's really...
You want just regular
person stuff. Like, I don't need somebody to be like, to sanctify my little image, because my children are going to be sitting there going like, who? Because they've met me.
Kim worked at the soup kitchen twice a week, helping people, loving.
Like,
she opened her home to homeless people. No, she didn't.
No, she didn't, because Kim does not like company.
And we should be able to say that.
Yeah, like, that's... I don't like sanitized versions of people. And I think when you study history, in particular, because I'm a history minor, so I went into a deep hyperfixation in the pandemic about the Revolutionary War and about
I remember some of
the forefathers. So
this was right around Hamilton and all that.
All that was happening, and I was like, let me read this. The books I have the whole book there, everything on the bookshelf, like all of them. I got nothing but presidential biographies for like a year from gifts from people, and I read them. And it really does show you, when you're looking at the way a historian will view a famous person or a person that was impactful historically, boy, you see, like, they're a whole person. Flaws,
layers, nuances.
And especially if it was someone that died young, the question is always, would they have grown? Would they have gone further? Would they have changed? Would they have evolved? Because the thing about a life cut short when you're young is you just don't know how they would have wound up.
Yeah.
And I do believe that as horrible as someone can be today, they can be better tomorrow. Because I've been horrible on days and been better the next day. Because I know that can happen. I've seen that in my life.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So there's that.
And just kind of going with that flow, it's funny when I meet people that knew the 2012 early.
Oh, yeah. I knew the 2012
You
early.
did know the 2000,
I know.
and there was a lot of evolving that had to happen.
Yeah.
And there were people that my personality may have injured or damaged, but years later I got better.
Right.
I grew, and then I saw them, and I'm like, oh, what's going on? And they were like, yeah, you're still that guy from 2012.
Because for them you are. You know, I think that's a hard thing.
Baffling.
I think because it comes down to like the way we identify people in our brain. You know, like you slot people in boxes. We're human.
Labels.
We do that.
People
and the
going
thing
labels.
is, if you made somebody feel some kind of way 15 years ago, and you see them now, their last memory of you is you making them feel that kind of way, and you got no control over that, which is kind of the best part because you're not in control of any of it.
But I'm better, right?
Yeah.
And you're like,
you want to be like, no. But you can only say that if you have the conversation about the hurtful thing and then you actually take responsibility and apologize. How often does anybody do that ever? Ever.
Wow.
Ever. Because in my old age, what I have learned is that we have no control over how people see us. Because I have had people tell me things about myself that they recall or that they perceived, particularly like high school, college age group. And I'm like...
When our brains weren't even developed.
I'm just like, are you sure? Because it just feels so antithetical to how I feel about myself now.
Which is, I guess when you say when people are cut off early, that's the hope of life, right?
That's what you lose, potential.
Yeah. Potential. Oh, God. And the older you get, the harder potential is to swallow.
And I think that's why when you see people who lose children at a young age, and by young, I mean younger than those parents, so at least 20 years, they're in that parent's mind, there's always that potential of
what?
Harder, faster, better, stronger, smarter, happier, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's when you look at it from that point of view, like that's what is lost is the idea of what somebody could have been.
Wow.
Or should have been, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was a really weird American zeitgeist sort of moment. Like I have friends in Europe who were like, "Are y'all okay?"
No.
Didn't this guy have a podcast or something? Y'all have there's lots of podcasters. That was really interesting. But I also feel like, of course, there are people who take advantage of the situation, and are absolutely milling it for every nickel and dime they can get out of it.
Squeezing everything.
Again, welcome to America, where we're a corporation, not a country.
We will McDonaldize everything.
Everything. We will supersize the shit out of your grief. Yeah.
I took a course like that in college. It was called the McDonaldization of America.
Oh, how depressing.
It was. But just to see the backdrop. There was a movie, I can't remember, and you're a good movie person. There was a movie about a guy, he found some glasses, and when he put them on, he saw what was behind all of the advertisements.
Oh, I love that movie. Oh, don't ask me the name, but I love that film. It was so good. Sorry, I didn't mean to pound in the microphone. Sorry.
That's okay. But I feel like that's where we were. That's where we've been the last couple of years, where if you have the right glasses on...
You see way too much. It's so upsetting. I'd like to see less.
Yes, yeah. Because once you see, you can't...
Unsee.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's the hard part about evolving is like once you grow, which growth is not fun. That sucks, frankly.
It's hard work.
It's just... And then they're like, no, growth is in the comfort zone. I know.
I like the comfort zone.
Every now and then, I'd like to be comfortable.
Yeah, I like warm socks and comfy blankets, and a good couch on a rainy day.
Several pillows.
Yeah, why not?
But so I get it, but it's just, I don't know. It was weird to watch America freak out over somebody who most of them didn't even know, to be honest, and over a person that most of them probably would not have cared for if they had actually known anything about him.
Yep.
But again, it was hijacked and it was politicized and it was used like so many things are.
Yeah.
And it's almost like it just made me tired.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like, is that why I'm tired? America has made me tired.
Last week I was off my game.
I was
off my game, and I guess it's kind of good that we didn't record last week.
Oh, I couldn't have done it. I was too like...
You would have gotten very somber. very melancholy podcast.
It's been a very sad podcast.
Yeah.
It's just been like, it's horrible here. No one's coming to save us.
Earth is ghetto.
It's in the worst neighborhood.
But yeah, so wow, it was weird. It's weird.
Just weird. So I don't know. I think this is one of those things where like historians in say 10 or 20 years with a generation in between are going to have a very different commentary and a very different take.
Different.
Assuming we're still here. So yeah, I think that'll be interesting for me because I should still be here if we all are here.
Yeah.
Oh, we weren't raptured, FYI. I don't know if you know, the day we're recording this is the day after that was supposed to be the rapture, and they didn't take us.
No.
Nobody I know.
I'm on standby.
None of my friends are going.
I'm on standby. I'm just waiting for
just waiting
another
for
seat to open up.
Somebody will get off the list.
Somebody mess up this week so I can get on the list.
Yeah.
But I was telling Sharice that every 10 years or so,
yeah, we have a rapture.
We have a rapture scare. I remember the 90s.
I remember like
with Harold Camping.
Yeah, so stupid.
Oh my God. I was roommates with a guy who was liquidating his assets.
Did he liquidate them your way?
Not one time.
Because look. No, I saw on TikTok there was a
Uber driver. Yes, with the blonde hair.
And he got like $1,900.
He was like, thank you, Jesus.
From some old people who was like, we're rapturing tomorrow, but you're going to be here, so here's some money. Literally, like, they didn't even they didn't even like pretend to think he might go.
Yeah,
they're like, oh, you're not going.
So
here's some money for you.
Here's some tokens for you to
get
out.
I'm like, I don't know, apparently the right brand of Christian, because nobody gave me any money for the rapture, and I'm a little sad about it.
Yeah, you know what? That could have been the sponsoring. By the way, we are looking for
looking for sponsors.
Yeah. If you weren't raptured and you have some extra money and you just want to sponsor because you feel,
moved.
Yeah,
so moved.
We're here. Past the offering plate. We're here.
If we could get away with passing an offering plate digitally, that would be hilarious. I know they're supposed to do that.
Yeah, it was like Venmo.
We're trying to sync up.
Third,
just
right?
FYI, we're also trying to sync up this podcast so it's not just on YouTube, so it gets syndicated. But that takes a little money and time.
Yeah.
And I have been challenged for time in the last 2 weeks or so. So once life calms down again. Whenever that happens. I'll get cracking on that, and then you'll be able to find us on Spotify and all the things. Because I do have a couple of friends who've been like, oh yeah, listen to your podcast while we do dishes. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I had a guy say that he didn't know I had such a warpy sense of humor.
Oh, he didn't know you really well yet.
No, he didn't know.
Okay. Now he learned. He learned.
You're going to learn today.
Yeah. Right?
But okay, so I was thinking about this, and I was going to ask you, this is a setup question. I didn't give her this. Because I know work has been crazy for us. We've been doing a lot of stuff, right? A lot of heavy stuff. What's been any of or have you had any passion projects? Something where it's not work related, it's just something you
This is it.
This is my passion project.
This is all I got.
we got.
I'm doing this. Like, sir, what do you think this is? I'm not getting paid.
This is for my passion.
It doesn't count as work until I get paid. Until then, it's a passion project. Isn't that how, like,
passion projects
did it? Like,
yeah. I love you.
Like,
I love you.
I mean, think of every, like Ed Sheeran was a passion project till he got to be, like, paid.
Ed Sheeran.
Till he got to be Ed Sheeran and got paid. Just saying. Until then, you're just working some other job so you can do the thing.
Well, welcome to our passion project.
Yes.
So this is what you're doing. I guess, you know what? Let's take a few minutes, if you're so inclined, and just talk about why. I think it'd be good to revisit.
Okay.
Why we are even doing this. Because
we keep saying we should.
Yeah.
I mean.
That and, random white lady from Alabama, random black guy from Philadelphia.
Which is the fun part.
Paths cross, and magic happens.
We do have a good time.
We do. And I really appreciate, something I've heard is that we have good chemistry.
Oh, I think so. But I think people who've known in our group, they always know that. That's why we get invited to all the parties together. We get invited to most of the same parties.
Wait a minute. Sharice just reminded me of this. There was someone having a party and we were out of town and they said, you know what? We'll wait.
That's happened.
No, have the party.
We're like, we wave at y'all from a distance.
It's
nice to be wanted.
It's a gift and it's a curse to be us.
Yeah.
We're so humble.
We'll just sit with that.
Yeah. Just let that marinate for a moment. But I think one of the things that I thought was really cool about what we're doing is it's not heavy stuff. We sprinkle it in, but the purpose of this is we really just want to vibe and encourage people.
Yeah. I think when we first started, and we've talked about this, just so y'all are new here, we talked about doing something like this for at least a decade.
It was more like 8 years. It wasn't
a decade. It's close. It was a while. Just like, and not necessarily doing this, but like we need to do something.
Some kind of passion project.
Something. We'd like to get paid. Sponsors. But in general, just like we should do something together because we do have very disparate upbringings and pasts, if you will, and putting that together, but still finding what's the word I'm looking for? Finding like solid companionship and finding a commonality of
cohesiveness,
a viewpoint and purpose and attitude. You know?
This is what's crazy about division is that if we were to really look at each other, we could find out that there's so many things that we overlap with.
We all are much more in common than we do. I mean, that's just humans. We love to separate.
Yeah, it's human nature.
Yep.
But I think that our friend circle is a really healthy ecosystem to look at.
Yeah.
Because we've got all kinds of people, all shapes and sizes and colors. For instance, there are 3 Kims.
Yeah.
2 of them are female, 1 is male, and they're all different colors.
We are known as the Neapolitan Kim because we are chocolate Kim, vanilla Kim, and strawberry Kim because he has red hair. And the funnest part of that is that when Chocolate Kim and I are together and we talk about being Chocolate Kim and being Vanilla Kim, other people get very offended. Like we've seen people get very like, and I'm like, we're right here, together. Like it's a whole thing. She's the one that made it up. She's the one that called me Vanilla Kim from the very beginning, very beginning, from the time we first met.
Because she was like, we got to have a way that
to differentiate.
Yeah, so you be Vanilla Kim.
I'm like, obviously.
And if you know Black Kim, you know she said it just like that.
Very like, and?
Yeah.
And so it's just, but we both find it very amusing that some folk get very offended by that. And I think that's hilarious. Be offended.
I think it's because a lot of people haven't seen this done well.
Well, I don't know that when it's done for clout or done for profit, it's because you see it
the diversity
digitally.
Snapshot.
You see it, you see it on TV and in movies and TV shows but it's an obvious, it's a trope to some extent because there is a whole lot of like if you go through media, if you look at just general American media, there's the Friend Show where the very few times there was a person of color on it, they were always a little weird, and they were always someone's boyfriend. And at the time, it was very much like he's dating my girl. Oh my god! Like it was a whole thing in the zeitgeist, right? And then like you even have like then you have shows like New Girl that came out in the last decade that had a black and white cast. Mm-hmm. Very diverse personalities, very different types of people.
I like when they layer complex.
Yeah. Right. And like, so you got to see, and it was I love that show just because it was very non-toxic masculinity. Like I love the male representation in that show. They were safe, and we don't see a lot of necessarily safe men on media. And so I love that show for that reason, but that's literally a generational difference. Like that generation that produced and was I like both of those shows. I watched both of those shows.
Yeah.
But the evolving of the culture shows in the evolving of the media. And so I think in real life now, we're much more used to seeing people be actual, genuine friends of different colors and ethnicities. And I don't think it's as unusual as it used to be. I like that people don't question it because I have several very close black girlfriends, and I don't know how I'd feel if I ever thought someone was sitting across the room going like, I wonder if they're really friends. Because I'm sure someone has.
Yeah.
And
just on face value.
Just people.
Yeah.
And I just like that's just upsetting. Because because that's the question. That's the question black people will ask white people. Oh, you have a black friend at work? Oh, has your black friend been to your house? Does your black friend know where you live?
Right.
That kind of stuff.
Have you had dinner with your black friend?
Have you touched your black friend's hair? Like what? Like all that, like dumb shit, right? And you're just sitting there going, like, I didn't know I needed to pass a test.
Right. I didn't know there was a checklist to be friends.
Gosh.
Isn't it cool though to have friends that will go there and just have these random awkward corny conversations?
Yes, we've done a lot of those weird ones. So everybody gets like very awkward, but we're doing it.
Yep, we're leaning in. It's happening. Yeah. All around you.
Yeah, I'd rather be friends with people who want to have the awkward conversation, even if it's uncomfortable. You know, if it makes you understand me better and I understand you better, then good.
It's worth it.
You know?
Yeah.
I think so. I think we're lucky in the people we've collected.
Oh my goodness, yeah. And that's always a funny conversation in the Jackson house.
Oh.
Because, you know, Facebook, social media, they bring up old pictures.
Oh, I love that. Except when my hair was so bad.
Or when I was really overweight.
You were never overweight.
I was chubby. I didn't like that.
You're fine. I was too, so what? We're fine.
Oh, God, you never.
We're middle-aged. We're allowed.
I'm spread. Don't tell me I'm spreading.
No.
Okay.
We are both just fit.
Okay.
Right now. For 55 years old.
55, 54.
54, 55. We're doing great.
Oh, yeah. Look
Hush
at
us.
Look at the skin glowing. Exactly.
Again, Korean skincare. We'd love to be sponsored by Anua.
Estee Lauder.
He would prefer to be sponsored by Estee Lauder. We're open to both.
Mary Kay.
No. Just no.
Sears and Roebuck.
Maybelline?
Ooh.
You know, whatever.
CoverGirl. Anyway.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Sidebar.
But yeah, so we're about 10 episodes in. Ish.
This would,
if we include the ones
that, Jesus.
Wait, if we include the ones with no sound.
We were at 11. We were at 10.2 and 11. It was, wasn't it 10, 9 part? Hold on.
We had 9 part 2 and then 10.
Oh, you're right. Okay, it would have been at 10. You're right. So this is now going to be, I don't know what it's going to be yet because I haven't uploaded it. I'll figure it out. But then we still have to do the part 2 of the parenting adult children, which that was mentally kind of draining. So I don't know that we're going, I don't know. That may be a little bit just because like that was a lot. It was heavy.
And we put it off for
a long time.
Believe it or not, we put it off a few weeks and we're like, we're not ready to go there yet.
Not because like we're mad at our kids, nothing like that. But like there are those are some emotional subtexts.
Very raw.
And it's very difficult to talk sometimes. If you're feeling already emotionally like ragged, it's hard to talk about something that is so very important. That you want to be really authentic and honest about, but you also don't want to cry on camera because that happens.
And you guys missed. I teared up.
I was like, please stop because I will. And
I teared up.
I don't want mascara on camera.
And there's no footage of it.
We have footage
with no sound.
It's just early. Like we could do one of that Sarah McLachlan
God.
song in the background and be like, do you have adult children? Are you suffering with your stress of your adult children? Donate 50 cents a day.
You may be eligible for compensation. Were you a parent between the years of 1980 and that's funny.
That would be so funny.
That would be a hella good commercial.
Oh my God, that's what we should make Lori do for us. Hi Lori, if you're watching. We've been talking about how to best use your skills.
Yes.
So that might be the most funniest commercial you could ever make. You could just dub the sound in and it would be so funny. You could do lip reading. She could drop any sound over that. I'm crying. Okay, that's hilarious. How many minutes are we at?
Folks, listen.
Okay.
Thank you so much for being with us again. And we're so grateful to be back. Yes. This is the Root and Rhythm podcast, where we explore the roots that ground us.
And the rhythms that move us. And I'm Kim, and this is Early, and we'll see y'all real soon. And at this point, we're just really hoping there's sound.
Fingers crossed, y'all.
Yeah.
Peace.
No, it's the other